Hello, Bearcasters, and welcome to another edition of Bearcat Blitz. I'm William Wolkoff.
And I'm Graham Klein.
Well, today we're changing things up here on Bearcat Blitz. We're going to start today's show with our first ever debate segment called The Red Zone. Today's topic is about the Bearcats basketball team. The question today is, which senior are you going to miss the most? We got four options. You got point guard Kashmir Wright, another guard in Jaquan Parker, center Czech Mudge, or our famous guard off the bench, Alex Eppensteiner. So, Graham, who are you going to miss the most?
I feel like the biggest loss to the graduating seniors is going to be Kashmir Wright. It's because Kashmir Wright doesn't really have anyone that can pick up where he left off. Whereas Parker, he has Titus Rubles who can pick up where his defensive side for the team can be maybe lacking whenever he leaves. What do you think?
Well, what position is Titus Rubles?
He's a small forward.
And Kashmir Wright's a guard. I actually think that there's nobody here to replace Jaquan Parker because Parker has the mindset of a forward in a guard's body. He's 6'3", but he grabs 5 rebounds a game and is very energetic on the boards both offensively and defensively. So that energy is going to be missed. Plus, he also averages 11 points a game and shoots 40% from three-point range. He's very solid offensively. And although his free throw shooting was shaky and his last game as a Bearcat was awful, I actually think you're going to miss Jaquan Parker more.
That may be the case, but you're going to miss Kashmir's Wright automatic free throw shots. He always makes his shots, and you're going to miss his assists. He had 93 assists on the season, which allows for a great passing game, and more people would be wide open.
All right, but another thing I guess you have to think of is a guard who grabs these types of rebounds in a very tall Big East conference. With teams like Syracuse and Louisville this past year, I'd even put Georgetown, Marquette. These teams are very tall. This guy's 6'3", and he's grabbing all these boards, and he's still contributing to the offense. I think that energy is vital for this team, and Titus Rubles is expected to do that as a forward. So is Justin Jackson. But guards aren't necessarily, and Jaquan Parker goes above and beyond maybe what a guard is supposed to do. But it is a very interesting debate. We want you to leave your comment below. And if you do comment on this video, we'll read it on our next show. So who do you think the senior is you're going to miss the most? Well, last week, there were rumors about former Notre Dame quarterback Gunnar Kiehls transferring to Cincinnati for the 2013-2014 season. Well, those rumors can officially be put to rest. Last Wednesday, Kiehls announced that he would transfer to Cincinnati. Kiehls' reasoning for picking the Bearcats over dozens of other schools that looked at him? Well, it was with his relationship with quarterbacks coach Darren Hinshaw. He feels that Hinshaw is, quote, someone he could get coached by. Last week I said Kiehls was not worth the gamble, and quite frankly, I still have my doubts. He has not had one snap in a college football game, and there's a very good chance that he will not see any playing time this season. Remember, the QB competition right now is between senior quarterbacks Brendan Kay and Munchie Legault, and also redshirt freshman Benny Coney, who has made tremendous strides at spring practice. So it's not even guaranteed that Kiehls will be starting in 2014. However, he is a pro-style quarterback coming into Tommy Tuberville's pro-style offense. His upside can't be ignored either. He has 3 years of eligibility, and he was one of the most recruited quarterbacks coming out of high school in 2011. We will get a good indication at summer practice how and if Kiehls will fit on the Cincinnati Bearcats this year.
Meanwhile, the baseball team recently competed in the Nugsall Invitational at Marshott Stadium. The Bearcats defeated crosstown rival Xavier 7-6 to advance to the championship game against Wright State. The championship game was a scoring fest for both teams. However, the Raiders outlasted the Bearcats 19-16 on Wednesday night. Freshman infielder Devin Winslow had 4 RBIs to lead the UC, while freshmen Ian Happ and Russell Clark and junior Justin Glass drove in 3 runs each. The Bearcats couldn't find any success on the mound, using 6 pitchers. 3 of them, including starter Mike Conrad, gave up 4 or more runs. The Bearcats will get into conference play this Friday when they open a 3-game series on the road against Rutgers. They will then return home on Tuesday, April 16th, to take on Dayton.
Well, one last note for the show. UC junior shooting guard Sean Kilpatrick has announced that he will return for his senior season on Wednesday. Obviously, this is great news for the Bearcats because you're getting your leading scorer back, and you will still have arguably the best 2 guard in the American Athletic Conference. Boy, I can't get used to that name. Kilpatrick is 16th all-time on UC's scoring list with 1,444 points and is only one of 11 players to eclipse the 1,400-point mark in his 3 seasons of play. Well, for all of us here at Bearcast, I'm William Wolkoff.
And I'm Graham Klein. Join us next time for another edition of Bearcat Blitz.